It's summer. The sun is shining hot and bright. The beaches are full and the pools are open. So why aren't I happy? Have you ever felt this way? Well, there's now ample scientific evidence to substantiate these feelings and experiences. According to an article written by Katie Gillis for Psychology Today, seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, has typically been used to describe the onset of depression in winter. However, the switch from winter to spring to summer in geographic locations in which this occurs can be quite drastic. Not only are schedules and routines usually modified in summer, but extremely high temperatures can lead to irritability and discomfort. When partnered with expectations to have fun, travel, and spend time with family and friends, this can lead to, summertime sadness. Symptoms of seasonal depression include a decrease in appetite, insomnia, anxiety, or even nostalgia, loss, and grief based on personal memories generated from that season. Many research studies have noted the links between body temperature and depression, and high temperatures have been linked to mood and mental health crises. Psychiatrist T.A. Ware and team investigated 12 accounts in a 1987 case report, which described people who displayed a pattern of recurrent depressive episodes in the summertime. In a 1991 follow-up paper, they compared another 60 participants, half of whom seemed to have summer SAD, and half of whom had winter SAD. Both groups met clinical criteria for depression that usually reoccurred seasonally, but the two cohorts experienced different symptoms. Participants in the winter group were very lethargic and compared themselves to hibernating animals. In contrast, the summer group was more irritable and restless. The winter cohort more frequently slept, overate, and experienced weight gain, whereas the summer cohort reported higher instances of insomnia, reduced appetite, and more frequent weight loss. A 2018 study looking at biological mechanisms linking mental health and heat indicated that heat may also disrupt neurotransmitters involved in brain activity while we're awake, which could contribute to depression. In addition, multiple studies have found that depressed people have an elevated body temperature, especially at night, which suggests depression itself may undermine the body's ability to regulate temperature. So what can be done about this? Well, there are several tips that you can implement to reduce or eliminate seasonal depression. A few include improving your sleep routine, reflect on your patterns of sleeping. When do you go to bed? What time? Are you eating before bed? What kinds of activities are you engaging in before bedtime? Maybe adopting different practices around sleep would be helpful. Decreasing time on social media is another tip, and that's always helpful. Watch things that are based in winter. Increase our coping skills. Seek support when needed. Manipulate body temperatures and track mood and comfort. You can do this by journaling when you have peaks of emotions or peaks of experiences around seasons, and then go back and reflect on those notes later. Try a few of these and see what works for you. From a sociological perspective, I would suggest using down SAD time as a time for reflection. Perhaps you could journal your feelings and thoughts as they arise. Where do they come from? When? What happens when you experience them? A major part of the stress and sadness that can come about in summer are the expectations of the season. These are social constructs. Summer, winter, fall, spring have natural weather patterns, but ideas about what we should be doing during those months, what we should be eating, and with whom are humanly determined for the most part. Find routines and practices that work for you each season. Release the social expectations of the seasons and consider what you would like to make them. Also, be open to variations in feelings and experiences each season. There's nothing wrong with nostalgia about the loss of a loved one who died the summer before, or frustrations with travel expectations. Sadness, like joy, are natural emotions. We are meant to experience them both, the light and the shadow. I will conclude this video here, but thank you so much for watching until the end. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.